What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another one. And today is kind of an interesting one. I mean, I'd like to think that everything I talk to you guys about is interesting. But for a bit now, I've been saying that the pendulum has seemingly swung back towards common sense and even conservatism in some sense, right? But on this one, the Alabama governor has actually been kind of busy because he's been putting a couple things into law. He's been codifying a couple things into law. But before we get into this, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribing, commenting, sharing, liking, all that good stuff. It really helps out the channel and it really helps me out and I really appreciate it. Come join the flock. The water's warm. And on to this. It says Alabama governor signs law banning state funding of DEI at public schools and universities. Now, it's Governor Kay Ivey. Okay, Governor Ivey signed this bill today, I should say, even though it was initially passed on March 7th with a 25-4 vote this week. Under the measure, divisive concepts about race, color, religion, sex, ethnicity, or national origin would be banned from being taught or sponsored by a state agency, local board of education, or public institution of higher education, such as public universities and colleges. The legislation outlines 8 divisive concepts, which include teachings that any race, religion, or sex is inherently superior or inferior, or that by virtue of an individual's race, color, religion, sex, ethnicity, or national origin, the individual is inherently racist, sexist, or oppressive, whether consciously or subconsciously. Damn, that's pretty good, right? All that reverse racism and the like will be addressed, right? Because the left will have you believe that if you're a white person, there's no such thing as the fact that you can't be racist, and there's no such thing as being the victim of racism if you're a white person, which is pretty pretty shit if you ask me. Other divisive concepts include that individuals based on factors such as race, religion, or sex are responsible for actions committed in the past by other members of the same race, color, religion, or sex. I think you guys can see kind of where this is going, right? Specifically, the measure says that state agencies, local boards of education, or public institutions of higher education may not sponsor any DEI program or maintain any office, physical location, or department that promotes such programs, direct or compel a student, employee, or contractor to personally affirm, adopt, or adhere to a divisive concept, or require students, employees, or contractors to share their personal point of view of any divisive concept outside of an academic setting. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool because not only I was a little worried, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this language here. Anything that's a divisive, whatever promotes such programs that direct or compel over a divisive concept. But then it went on to define them, and that's what good law is. That's what good law is. Transgender bathroom ban in Alabama. At least 8 public colleges have a specific office dedicated to diversity and inclusion efforts, according to local reports. Furthermore, students, employees, or contractors would not be required to undergo any DEI training, orientation, or coursework that advocates or requires assent to a divisive concept, according to the bill. Those who refuse to support, believe, endorse, embrace, confess, or otherwise assent to a divisive concept or diversity statement must also not be penalized or discriminated against, the measure states. So, in the measure of fairness, it's also saying, dude, you also don't have to say that white people are better than anybody else. So you can continue being reverse racist just as much as you want, pretty much. Just don't let it affect anyone in a public setting, right? Huh. I wonder what they mean. Personal point of view outside of an. I wonder what that means outside of the academic setting. Because where would it? Are they saying that they allow it anywhere? Because that's not. I'm not all for this fascistic. See, this fascistic type of order is not necessary if it wasn't for the fact that you've got places that are making it pretty racist right now to be a white person. If you're white, then you're racist by default. and there's no such thing as being racist to a white person. That type of concept is really what the problem is. Because all the other stuff is bullshit. Who is out there really trying to instill a sense of racism to the next generation, if not the left? And if you don't see that, then I mean, I don't know what country you've been living in, because even right now it's okay to riot as a leftist, throughout the whole summer of love, right? Excuse me. But if you even go to a January 6th protest, they'll arrest you for touching a table, like Miss DeLuca. What's her name? Isabella DeLuca, or the influencer that now is going to spend maybe up to 4 years, I believe, in a federal institution. Unbelievable. The bill notes. Oh, I'm sorry. Violators may be disciplined or terminated according to the bill. Oh, that's great. That would be great if they start throwing out all these woke teachers. See how much they really believe in their woke ideology. The bill notes, however, that DEI programs and discussions are allowed on campuses, provided that state funds are not used to sponsor these events. That's what they meant. That's what they meant by outside of an academic setting. They don't want it spoken about at all. And in the academic setting, it must be that they don't want this to be handled. They don't want any type of state funds to be given to these types of programs. That's fine by me. Additionally, the bill would prohibit public universities from allowing individuals to use a restroom that is different from their biological sex. I don't see why that's such a crazy concept. The measure now heads to Governor Kay Ivey's desk, where it is widely expected to be signed to law. Upon signing SB 129, will go into effect on October 1st, 2024. Republicans have been moving to clamp down on DEI policies across the country as part of what some say are efforts to prevent radical indoctrination that promotes divisions in society. A classroom sits empty. California. That's a picture and a really bad job of loading the page. Anyways, it says bill will have a chilling effect. As of July 2023, at least 22 states have so far introduced legislation regarding DEI efforts at universities, according to the Chronicle of Higher Education. However, the latest measure has been widely criticized by Democrats, including Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin, who last month said he would help organize black parents and athletes to attend other institutions outside of the state where diversity and inclusion are prioritized. Hey, as stupid and crazy as Mayor Randall sounds, at the very least, he's putting his money where his beliefs supposedly are. If he's really going to be shipping people outside of his region, which is crazy, he's going to help people realize, hey, go outside of Birmingham, go outside of Alabama. That's crazy to me, but whatever. In a statement on its official website, the American Civil Liberties Union, which hasn't been even useful in about 30, 40, 50 years, of Alabama, also claims the latest bill is intended to have a chilling effect on discourse regarding race, class, sexuality, and national origin. Oh, give me a break, guys. And seeks to characterize these discussions and accurate teachings, assignments, and trainings that also supplement them as divisive. Give me a break. SB 129 disrupts the work of students, staff, and faculty organizations at higher educational institutions that rely on public funding from their university to develop DEI or culturally based programming, the advocacy organization says. Oh, this is not only a form of classroom censorship, it's an anti-truth bill. Oh, Lord. Which curtails an education on systemic inequities, racial violence, and the historic efforts to gain civil rights and civil liberties for marginalized communities throughout our nation's history, it adds. After the vote by Alabama's legislature, the ACLU wrote on social media that it was a blow for the activists, students, and everyday Alabamians who showed up to oppose the bill. Who cares? What about the ones that went in there in support of the bill? However, the group vowed to continue opposing the bill either via the courts or lobbying. We won't stop fighting for the rights and freedoms of all Alabamians, the organization said. Yeah, surely. Now, of course, it's interesting because they don't talk about the ones that don't want the stuff you're peddling, right? Now check this out. I just wanted to highlight this really quickly. I'm gonna put this also in the description just because this it's been the Alabama governor has been killing it apparently today. It says Alabama governor signs bill banning ballot harvesting. This is the type of thing that people think is one of the things that will make it so that the left will never get another victory election whatsoever again. Um, and like I said, I'll put that down below. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think. Use that comment section, huh? Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Sharing would be great. But thank you for hanging out with me for so long. Be safe, be good to one another, and stay based, you guys.